What's up guys, this is going to be my only Spider-Man Far From Home set review because I really want to start making some animations. Another reason is my reviews aren't really that fun to make and they get like no views. Anyway, today I'll be doing a review of 76129 Hydra Man Attack. It comes with 471 parts and 4 minifigures, and I bought it off of Lego.com for $40. Let's get into it. The first minifigure is Peter Parker, and this is the first MCU version of him, although we've seen him in his suit before, of course. He comes with a nice hairpiece, but his face is a reuse of what Lego currently uses on Ant-Man, which is annoying because they're both in the same universe, and I don't like it when Lego does that. I won't delve into the accuracy here, though. Anyway, one of my favorite parts of this minifigure is Spider-Man's mask. It's got 2 eyes printed on this beanie mold, and it really looks like Peter's pulled his mask up or hasn't put it on completely yet. It should be pretty good for stop motions as well. Moving on down, he's got this awesome torso with a little bit of his suit showing through behind his jacket and collared shirt. The printing itself is really detailed, with creases and even a hood on the back, and it really adds to the feeling that Peter's in the process of suiting up. The legs are unprinted, but that's fine, since they're probably supposed to represent jeans or something and doesn't really need it. Before I move on, I need to mention that he comes with a bunch of these web blast things, which are pretty cool for animation in my opinion. Anyway, overall this figure is something we've been needing in the MCU, and is probably my favorite figure in the line. Up next is another cool figure, Mysterio, who actually comes in all 3 Far From Home sets. His printing is really good on both sides of the torso, and it even continues down onto his legs, which I'm happy about. He's got a purple cloth cape, which definitely looks good on the figure and adds to the overall feel of it. For a helmet, he's got this really nice fishbowl thing that does an incredible job of representing Mysterio from the actual movie. Underneath is a silverish head that really adds to the effect when the helmet is put over it. Before I move on, he comes with 2 blue power bursts, which are the wrong color, but I don't really care since I don't use these at all. Honestly, these things are trash. There's really not much else to say about this figure, but it looks really good overall, and it comes in all 3 sets, so you can make him duplicate himself if you want. The third minifigure is Hydra Man, and he's probably my least favorite of the set. He's pretty simple with no leg or arm printing. His torso printing is good, you've got all these little bubbles incorporated in, and the design is pretty interesting. The same thing is going on up here on the head, and I think it gets the job done pretty well. Now the reason his legs are unprinted is because he's actually supposed to attach to this big water thing. He uses a bunch of slopes to simulate a swirling pattern, and I think it's pretty good considering what Lego made it off of. It's not great, but I mean, how are they supposed to do that? This thing kinda reminds me of Ebony Maw in Infinity War, when he flew around on that swirly thing. Anyway, Hydra Man and his water tower are okay. They don't stand out or anything, but they are good enough. The last figure in the set is MJ. She has unprinted black legs, which is fine, and a nice torso that isn't a new print or anything, but still works for the character. Her face is a new print, though, and I think the alternate expression especially looks like the character with that raised eyebrow look and everything. Her hair is one of those standard female hair molds, which looks fine, and she comes with a paddle. I don't know why Lego didn't give her a normal paddle, but I really hate this stick. It's ugly. Anyway, this figure is pretty good overall. I wish we could have gotten Ned instead, though, because that leaked minifig pack was fake. The first build is this gondola, which looks really cool with these nice curved slope pieces on the ends and a great dark red and black color scheme. This is why MJ comes with a paddle and is a good inclusion to the set in my opinion. Let's move on. So the main build in the set is this really awesome Venice build, with a bridge over a canal and a shop with a dining area. Starting on the left, we've got a pole next to a dock for the gondola to come up next to. Around the back, there's an area with a rat, which we all know is the one from Endgame, along with a pizza and a jewel. There's a nice platform with stairs leading up to the peak of the bridge, and on the outside here we've got some brick pieces and side studs with some of those web blasts we saw earlier. I really like this arch system on the top here, and they've included these bars so Peter can swing along. At the middle of the bridge, there's a nice little play function. It's pretty cool, and it doesn't distract from the design either. Back down the other end of the bridge, we've got more webbing and side studs, along with the brick parts. On the edge, there's a culvert and another play function. That sticks out too much in my opinion. It's an okay feature, though. Before we get to the shop, there's this nice little dining area with a pizza, mug, and newspaper. It says something about Mysterio and has a nice little picture that uses the ice cream pieces as smoke. Next to the dining area, there's some flowers and a lamp pole. Now we get to Floria's Cafe, which has a really nice design from the archway to the tower up top. You've got all these bricks with side studs for Spider-Man to use, and a couple of signs above the windows. On the roof, there's some foliage and a spider web attached to the tower. Speaking of the tower, it uses some really cool parts, these corner arches, which look amazing. The very top of the tower is nice too, with some curved slopes and an interesting design. Inside the shop, you've got a nice little coffee machine. It's simple, but gets the job done. There's nothing else in here, but around the back there's more bricks with side studs and the activator for the play function I showed you guys earlier. Anyway, overall this build is just incredible. Lego did not slack off whatsoever and created an almost perfect bridge and canal that look amazing. It might be the best Marvel build of the year, but there's that Quinjet from Endgame that I still really like. But either way, it's just insane how good this is. For the extra pieces we get this pizza slice, a bunch of 1x1s with holes in them, and a couple of other nice pieces. Nothing incredible, but then again the pizza is useful. Alright, so overall this set is amazing. It was definitely the best in the line, and that's why I chose to review it and not the others. It's almost perfection, with the only below average part being Hydra Man, and he's not bad either. I don't know what else Lego could have done for him. The gondola is a good looking build, the bridge is awesome, and the cafe is cool too. Not to mention it's 471 parts for $40, which is a really good deal. If I still did star ratings, I'd give this one a 5. It's incredible. And that's it. Like this video if you want to see more like it in the future, and feel free to subscribe. Also, make sure you have your notifications turned on so you don't miss out on any of my upcoming videos. Thanks, guys.